If you find yourself in a situation when you are getting views, but those views are not translating into revenue, this video will help you to figure this out and to fix it. So let's start. The first question for you. You are a creator, but are you a business? Because you have audience, we understand that you do scripting, you show up on camera, editing, posting, everything that is connected to content. But are you doing anything connected to business? Audience research, working on your offer, working on your funnels, do you work on your sales? Do you see now the problem? You have content and you work on one job on the content, but there was also a business part. Business, here's the content part and here's the business part. And business is a full-time job also. And if you put all your effort into the content part and you put zero effort into your business part, you cannot expect that you will have a revenue and the income. This is a mind model that will help you to understand. When you have audience or views, it's only the first part of the equation. You need to have an offer. Then you have to match your offer with your audience. Then a mechanism, conversion mechanism. After using this conversion mechanism, you will have revenue. And let's dive deep into how to get to this place. Quickly about me, I am Nick. In the past I was a doctor, then I launched my startup, dived deeper into market funnels, monetization systems, and 7-figure launches both for myself and for my clients. Now I'm helping coaches, experts, and creators to monetize their views. And I'm here to share my knowledge and expertise and hopefully help you on your journey. By the way, if you want to connect with me, you want my help, you can find a link into the description of this video and contact me. Very first, we start with audience. I cannot stress enough how important is to understand your audience. But what does it mean to understand audience? You have to at least know their age, where do they live, how much do they make, how much they are capable to buy from you, what might be their main problem. Look, your audience, it's not like random people. Each creator attracts specific kind of people, and you as a creator have very specific type of people who are watching you. And your goal beyond anything else to understand who is watching you. Because when you don't know your audience, you cannot make a correct offer for them. You cannot match your offer to your audience. You cannot build correct conversion mechanisms, and eventually you will not make revenue, or at least you will not make as much revenue as you possibly can. How it may look in real life? You might have an audience of young people, say aspiring creators or aspiring entrepreneurs, young guys, or you can have an audience of expert professionals in their fields. Here is student, let's say, and here is a lawyer. These people, they have dramatical differences between them in everything, in what is their income, what is their wants, because aspiring creator, say, he wants skills. Professional, they want systems and deliverables. They don't want someone to teach them how to do A and B. They want someone to just come to them and do the shit, do the job, deliver them the result. And of course, their buying power is tremendously different. Student may buy from you something that is cheap, from $1 to maybe 50, maybe $100. So your offer also should has a specific price. And a lawyer can buy anything, high-ticket product, 2,000, 5,000 K. Totally different price range. Besides that, when you have different price range, you have a different business models. So for students, you say you sell templates in large quantities for the cheap price. With lawyers, you work one-on-one and charging high ticket. It is different business models, different approaches, and a different conversion mechanism, which we will talk about later. Okay, let's say you agree with me that it's important to know your audience. Now, how you do your research? It's not that complicated as people think. Don't be afraid of this word, marketing research. You just have to imagine your person, your viewer, and I bet that you already somewhere in your heart, in the deep of your mind, you already feel and know who exactly watching you. Just make a few steps to get even better understanding of your audience. Make a small research, and here's how you do it. You don't need to spend hours and hours to analysis of your audience. 30 minutes is enough. Set timer to 30 minutes and quickly check. You have YouTube analytics, or you can check analytics in Instagram if you follow there. Any platform give you some information. At least you can get their age, their geography, their gender. If you wanna dig deeper, you can also take information about what kind of videos they watch more, etc. But it's not that important. Basic information you can quickly get. It will take you a couple of minutes. Next, browse their comments. I believe that you're already doing it. Reading their comments, you understand what kind of people there are. It's not about what exactly they ask in your comment, but even language that you use. Obviously, the teenagers will speak in a different way than grown-up adults. Just looking at their comments, you quickly can have a grasp of what kind of people you have. And of course, use your intuition. The problem is not that you don't understand your audience. The problem is that you didn't pay your attention, you didn't set yourself for 30 minutes and make yourself to contemplate this thing. And it's very easy to grasp who exactly your audience. Just sit, do these very simple steps, don't spend much time, and you ended up with something like this. Your ideal avatar, say, your viewer. It is a 30 years old, busy mom, US-based. She loves cooking. How do you know that she loves cooking? Because your videos is about cooking, and she writing you in comments that she likes your videos, and her kids also love your videos. So he enjoys humor. She loves kid and cat content because you are exactly the creator that do some kind of stuff. Now it's easy to guess that she has family, she enjoys connection with your family. This is already an avatar. You have an understanding of who this person is, and the idea, the offer in the future, what you can sell to her, obviously is easy. It's family, easy cooking solutions or something. You don't need super detailed avatar. Even having this, you already understand that it's a mom, a busy mom, and it's totally different person than a lawyer or a gamer. You have this avatar quickly made, and then you can move to the next step. Once you have an understanding of your avatar, it's very easy and even naturally to make an offer for them that will fit their expectations and their personality. Once you know who, you can build what. And now we are getting to how to make an offer and what problems might be with offer. And first problem is that you don't have a clear offer. Even if you understand your avatar, you might confuse them with too many things that you present them at the same time. Are you selling templates, or are you selling coaching, or are you doing a course? Or maybe you don't have an offer at all and you are not offering them anything, and you simply expect to make revenue from YouTube. It's a huge undermine of all your effort that you put into content creation if you're relying only on YouTube. Meaning, no offer, no sales. Posting content without clear offer is very same like running ads to a blank page. People can watch, but if there is nothing to do after that, it simply not will generate revenue. And the main problems with the offer is you are not doing offer at all. Your offer is vague, it's hard to understand what you offering them, or you are making too many offers simultaneously, and people simply confused. They don't know, they don't understand what to take from you. Imagine someone visiting your page and they see that you offer them templates, coaching, newsletter, some affiliate links, Patreon. It's simply too much going on. At the same time, people confused. So don't do too many offers. Don't overwhelm them. The way to interact with you should be passive, linear, and stupidly simple. When you will create your offer, the offer will work for you too. It will be like your North Star, because having offer, you can tune up your content, you can tune up your funnel, you can tune up your call to actions, your pricing, positioning, everything. Having a clear offer will, in the first place, will help you to move to the right direction. How do you find your offer? How do you identify? These are three main pillars where you will get your offer. You have to look into your content, into your identity, or it may be an overlap of both of these. Let's get into detail. So, your content in most cases is the answer what you're gonna sell, what you're gonna offer. If you're doing cooking content, it will be something about cooking, like recipes, meal plan, whatever. If you're doing AI content, it will be something about AI, yes, workflows, templates, services to be built AI, etc. If you do fitness content, it will be a fitness program altogether. It's very easy to understand. Next pillar, your identity. If you cannot pull out offer from your content, you can do it from yourself as an identity, because people who watching you, they admire you already. And even if you're doing content, say Minecraft gameplay videos, it's hard to sell something on Minecraft, probably. I'm not an expert in it. However, you also have a lot of traits that these people admire. They know that at very least you are capable to create a YouTube channel to gather audience. You can make videos, you can make some editing of this video, you can make jokes, you have some specific taste to things. So you can create the offer that is revolves around your identity and sell them something around it. So if you're doing videos on Minecraft, nevertheless you can sell them how to set up a YouTube channel, how to do YouTube, because your followers like you, and this is your identity part. Here's an insight for you, important to understand. People buy not information. Of course, they value information, but in most cases, vibes are very important and proximity to you is very important. Meaning, if you are doing Minecraft videos and you still can sell them videos on how to do YouTube, even though if you think that there are tons of videos on YouTube already, how to launch a channel, how to make the setup, what gears to take, whatever, you think that there are tons of information. Yes, there are tons of information, but people will buy from you just because they admire you as a personality. And also there is a proximity stuff. You simply might be closer to your customer than some coach or another person who might selling the same thing but on another continent or another country. And this proximity might again be even visual. They know you, they saw you on YouTube, and you are already infinitely more closer to them, to someone they cannot even to reach out. Proximity is also means that you don't have to be a start-light professional to help people. You only need to be 1 to 3 steps ahead to help them, because it's enough to already explain them stuff. Second, you are reachable to them. Many people, even who want to get an advice, let's say in self-motivation and coaching, some people just need a motivation and coaching. They cannot reach Tony Robinson. It's expensive, he's very, very famous, it's simply hard to get to his body. This is where you step in. You are simply more reachable to people, and you're reachable even more in psychological way. People might be afraid to interact with people who are too famous, too expensive. They need someone who is slightly better than they are, so they can feel comfortable by interacting with you. It means that market is huge. Don't think that you cannot sell something that other people already selling. It's totally fine to sell the exact same thing, because these are very fundamental reasons that allow many people to sell the exact same stuff. And the overlap part. Say you cannot make your offer out of your content. You don't believe in it for some reason. You don't believe in yourself, or don't understand what kind of your personality, identity thing you can help you to make an offer. There is an overlap. Your audience has some interests, and they connected to you from one of their interests. Interest A. Let's say, again, you're doing videos on Minecraft. So your audience like Minecraft. But at the same time, you have another skills. Maybe you're skillful in playing board games. And since your audience are boys, let's say your audience are boys, teenagers, teens who like Minecraft. And beside the Minecraft, they also like playing board games. It is their next quality, because we are humans, we have more qualities than one. And they like board games. Board games. And if you have skills in board games, you can sell them something connected to their board games. And they will take it because B, they also like board games, and also they like you, they admire you. Meaning you can make an offer not connected to your content, not directly connected to your identity, but connected to any of your skills that you have and that your audience might also admire. And here is problem 3. Why you might not get money from the audience. You might have an offer, you might have an audience, but you also might have a mismatch between your audience and your offer. Even a good offer can still be wrong. Meaning, if your audience are teenagers, you will never sell them anything on accounting, and vice versa. Meaning, to resolve previous problem, you have to understand what exactly you sell, you have to understand your offer, and you have to understand your offer, and you have to perfectly match them all together. And also, you need to have a delivery mechanism, which we are going to discuss right now. Problem number 4, why you are struggling to make money. You have no conversion mechanism. Conversion mechanism is a set of steps that take our viewer to become customer. This is conversion mechanism. However, now a big insight for you. If you think that to make sale you need a funnel, a better funnel, more complicated, more beautiful funnel, and that it will save you, it will not. Because funnel is just a tip of an iceberg. It's a technical stuff. It's a configuration. It's simply click here, click there, and then this window will pop up. It's not actual thing that makes sales. Actual thing is changing the belief and desire and trust in the head of your viewer. You have to put all your effort and attention when you try to make sale into their heads. You think in terms of how you talk to them and what you change in your customer. Don't think about this technical bullshit. It doesn't matter. All the structures, 1 video, 3 video, VSL page, sale page, DM, call, this structure is just technical stuff which is not that important, like psychology of user, your strategy that you overall imply to him, what you say in your videos, how you say it in your videos, how you behave on the grand scheme of things. Is it a cold prospect or is it somebody that you treat for a long time? Your relationships that you build, how they are sustainable. So it is more deep underlying mechanism that all make a conversion mechanism. It's a large conversion mechanism. It's a large stuff, and funnels only the small tip of an iceberg. Never focus on funnels, focus on this stuff. What exactly is that stuff? It is psychology of your viewer. Work on how you will reframe their problem, how you will change their belief, how you change their trust, how you build up desire, how you build up urgency, how you will help them to make a decision. And all this happens throughout the whole interaction, from they being a viewer who is not knowing you, to through multiple touches, through your content, through your VSL video, through your emails, through whatever else components, through many different touches, they go to the point when they take the decision and they buy from you. And how you make this happen technically, it doesn't matter. This is why you have to understand that link in bio doesn't sell your course. Even if you have views, even if you have link, if you don't have this underlying mechanism, the chain of events that change their belief and perception, you will not make them buy. To simplify, you have to warm up your audience in some way, because they have a problem, and then they have a long or short way when you warm them up by many things. You give them proof, you instill a new belief into them, you have a mechanism that allows them to follow, to orbit around you for some time, because they simply need time to being warmed up, and only then you make offer and sell to them. It means that there is no perfect funnel and there is no perfect mechanism. Means in any specific case, you have to find the funnel and the mechanism that will work for you, depending on what is your offer of audience, offer, price point, trust level, etc. You have to identify what will work the best in your case. Sometimes it's low ticket product, sometimes it's high ticket product, sometimes it's consulting, sometimes it's better to deliver it's this way, sometimes it's better deliver that way. Idea that you have to identify and pick up the right mechanisms for you, and there is no super bad or super cool mechanism. They all are working. Now let's get closer to the money and speak how to say and what to sell. Again, you have to identify your audience and then come up with what you will sell to them. If your audience is young, say they are students, you start with something that is not expensive and it is tangible, because it's easier to say something that you can hold in your hands, like templates, some scripts, let's say AI scripts, prompts if you are doing content connected to AI, some presentation if you are designer, maybe you have ready-made presentations, lots, templates, etc. If you are programmer, maybe some code snippets, ad libraries, something that you can feel, something that you can touch, some kind of files. This stuff, if it's not expensive, is very easy to sell to your audience, and this will be my suggestion. Start from selling this stuff to this audience. Next up, courses. Courses is like a holy cow in heads of people, because courses looks passive, like you had to create a course once time in your life and then you will just sit and money will flow to you flawlessly when you don't have to do anything. The reality is that even if you have the course and it feels passive, the process of selling the course is very much active. You need views, then you need a conversion mechanism, something that will convert these views and convince them to buy your stuff. Only then the sale happen. Meaning, if you don't build a conversion mechanism, it will be hard to sell courses, even if you have audience. Next, you still can make money in this same fashion like courses, selling something one-to-many, if you will use cohorts. Cohorts is when you create an event that has its start date and it has its end date. And you are gathering people to their start date and sell your stuff only, you open sales only to the start date. Basically, you might have already the same course that you built before. Let's say you have a course, but you are not selling it all year long. You start selling it only at the specific date. You gather people, they start, let's say your course, again, it might be a fitness program, 30 days, burn fat program, something like this. They start at specific date and you give them the same video that you already pre-made before. But to make this feel live and more proactive, you have to maybe join for a few Zoom calls, organize their online meeting or something. It works because people not only need information, they want movement. Anyone can find any information. And when you make a course, which is just bricks of information, it's boring. But when you make a movement, something people can interact, it's simply fun. People are looking for interaction, to change, to bring something, some novelty in their lives. And they might join your event simply because they want action, interaction, activity with other people. And when you give them, it's much easier to sell to your audience. So in this case, you have your cohort interaction, which is conversion mechanism. Because cohort in this play is a conversion mechanism at the same time. And here's the sell. In this case, cohort might help you to sell your course if you will make it this way. Next thing that will make you money, it's called webinars. This is the level where you want to get yourself as fast as possible. Why? Because webinars are the conversion mechanism itself, and it's very powerful. Webinars can compress 6 months of someone watching you in Instagram into 2 hours of watching your webinar. They are so powerful. Webinar is, by the way, when you gather people on Zoom call and then you present them the presentation, explaining your offer, who are you, what you are selling them, what benefits they will get, etc. So it's basically a lecture, a long lecture. The webinars are so powerful that they can convert even cold traffic. Even when people came from ads, after a webinar, it might happen a sale, which is very powerful, just believe me, because converting the cold traffic, it is the holy grail of all people trying to make money online. It's hard to convert cold traffic, and when you find the way to convert it, you are golden, because you can scale convert to cold traffic. By the way, ads is a very powerful mechanism to scale. It's just hard to do it, but when you find the way, it's like having a ATM. You put $1 in it and you put 3 out. Webinars are beautiful, but they have a great downside. It's hard to pull off your first webinar, because you first have to understand your audience, and you as a presenter need to have a skill set. Because there is no 2 equal webinars. Because of the difference of your personality, of your offer, of your audience, they will go in their different ways. On you as a presenter, it requires a lot of responsibility to just make the webinar go right. You have to know what to say, how to present yourself, and it takes time. I don't want to say that it's super complicated and it's impossible to do. I simply say that you need few iterations. You need maybe 2, 3, 5, 9, 10 times to make a webinar, so you will get more proficient in it, you will behave better, and you will better understand what to talk to audience. And this is the problem. So webinar itself is super powerful, but it has requirements for you as for the presenter. You need to have a skill set. And naturally, we are going to the most powerful selling mechanism, which is the launch. What is the launch? Launch is a very powerful conversion mechanism that allow you to turn your views into cash. How does it work? It works by warming up people in advance to the moment when you make a sale. And how you even do it? You take your viewers, then you put them into the community or any, I would say, closed environment. You have to put them into the closed environment, which is a community, say school community, a Telegram group, WhatsApp, Discord, whatever. It should be a closed environment. You get your people there in this closed environment. Then for some period of time, let's say 4 weeks, and you're warming them up by talking about your offer and that you're gonna make them in the future. So basically, people who join this community, they from the very beginning understand that something will happen in the future, in these 4 weeks. And you're sharing with them what you're gonna sell them, your course or your marathon or your set of consultation, whatever. You're sharing with them bits of information about this, posts, how you build it, your insights, everything related to stuff that you're gonna offer to them. And then you make a launch itself, meaning you open a sale window for a short period of time. Let's say there is only 1 day and you have only, say, 50 spots, and people should buy these 50 spots during only this 1 day. And they will buy. Why launch is such powerful? Because it uses the power of a webinar without pressure of webinar that it imposes on you as a presenter. A webinar can convert even cold traffic, but when you make launch and you warn people in advance to the webinar already sold, they know about product, about offer, about you, they were expecting it for a long period of time. And because the audience is so hot, it means you don't have to translate desperate energy. You don't have to jump out of your pants to convince them to buy your stuff. It's very same like the line of people staying in front of the Apple store. They warn people in advance, and when the stores are open, they simply getting it and buying whatever they can buy. And it happens very easily when you know your audience, when you have your offer, when you match your audience to the offer, and when you have some conversion mechanism. As I said, conversion mechanism is a set of steps that help to change the belief system of your viewers. Funnel is a technical stuff, and what is more important in conversion mechanism is the way you change their belief system. And you change their belief system through many interactions in many forms that you can have with your audience, in your content that you post daily and in the content that you make specifically to sell them during VSL videos, or when you are preparing your launch, when you're posting content for an extended period of time. This is the most important part of the conversion mechanism. Summary: views don't pay, systems pay. When you stop treating yourself as only a creator and start thinking about all your processes as creator's part and business part, and when you create for yourself this business part also, this is when you will start making money. And if you want to get my help to turn your views into cash, to build funnels, to make a diagnosis of all your assets as business, you can connect me by booking the call in the description to this video. That's it, and thank you for watching.